so clean. Love me in and out, unfailingly. And I'll be down now. Anytime you call me, I'll be down. I'll be down. Because I love and I love and I love and I love you only. Because I need and I need and I need and I need you more. Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly with you, fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love and your light. I'm on your wave right now. I'm on your wave right now. Yeah. I'm on your vibe now. You got me on your side now. Yeah, I'm on your wave right now. Whoa, 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 yeah. If not you, then I don't wanna know. I don't want no story. Day and night is unconditional. Got me living softly. Yeah, yeah. Love me judge, love me tender. You know you love turn me up like Nepa. Anything you want and I'ma do whatever. Because I love and I love and I love and I love you only. Because I need and I need and I need and I need you more. Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love and your life. I'm on your wave right now. I'm on your wave right now. Yeah. I'm on your vibe now. You got me on your side now. Yeah, I'm on your wave right now.
YOLLO Group Services takes you to Essence Music Festival, NBA All-Star Weekend, CIAA, Urban Ski Weekend, and more. Visit www.goyollo.com for more details today. You're now listening to the smoothest DJ of the South, DJ Dre Smooth.
Locked in low. Lock and loaded DJs.
Too short to my baby debut. Too sure you were gonna debut. Straightforward, I no get to kill. Go, yeah, yo. Go say, 247 me a day, yo. You know strong, make you differ day, yo. Mungo no di me day, yo. Can't do. Moduro, can't do. Oti betty, moti sanleo. I've been active, I jam me sadio. Mugbe won sáré o. Ẹ̀yin tèmi ẹ jẹ́ ká jayé o. Ayé kan ló wà kó sáyé o.
Ish. Left your section to kind of ish. That ain't your shit, that's bitch. You don't like it, you can suck it. I just hopped off from the PJ, from the A to occasion. Got a fetish for the money, yes sir. If she thick, then I wanna pay her. Bring more Naira, do an Asia. And I'm outside with the tribe. Gang activity outside. Please believe I done seen the other side. Remember all we had to be was alive. Now I got 20 V's in garage. Each house, beach house, overseas in the lot. That was 30 MGs, every P I prescribe. You can see it in my eyes, don't bother me. I be in the streets on 10 when I'm out.
This is Go YOLLO Radio. Follow YOLLO on Twitter and like us on Facebook today.
Go baby, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Go baby, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy.
Dre Smooth, make a move.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday. Ayakata to you.
I'm out of protocol, step into you. This way, I've been watching you for a while, and I just gotta let you know that I'm really feeling your style. Plus I had to know your name and leave you with my number, and I hope that you would call me someday. If you want, you can give me yours too, and if you don't, well, I ain't mad at you. We can still be cool. Just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even gotta be my girlfriend. No, I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hang out. Just you called, 'cause the way you walked away, I thought I wasn't gonna see you no more. Since you didn't wanna give me your man, I thought that you were digging me and wasn't digging me. But anyway, what you doing tonight? I'll probably be with my people. If it's cool with you, maybe we'll swing by. You can just chill, or you can just chill with me, long as you're comfortable and you feel secure when you're with me. 'Cause just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even gotta be my girlfriend. Oh yeah, I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can. Baby, yeah. Maybe we can go see a movie, girl. Maybe we can hang out, girl. Whatever you wanna do, just let me know. It's up to you.
YOLLO Group Services takes you to Essence Music Festival, NBA All-Star Weekend, CIAA, Urban Ski Weekend, and more. Visit www.goyollo.com for more details today. You're now listening to the smoothest DJ of the South, DJ Dre Smooth.
Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded DJs.
Woo! You know, I had to set the tone, but you know, every year is always.
Let's ride. You know I'm hot. They tryna take my spot.
Lux, I'm loaded, about ready to spit a verse. On haters, I unloaded, be ready to get his hearse. I'm about to serve him notice. If Harlem don't get him first, send him down to unemployment, 'cause homie gon' get this work. Hot bins, every honey gets top 10. If she hops in, then more than likely we not friends. Look, I'm locked in, hit you like Skelly, your top spin. First I pop, then I'm out like Pirelli's on stock rims. Fires in the game, still applying the pain. Since milk was top billing and light was riding the train. These paper
Urban ski fans, are you ready? Are you tired of partying in the same city with the same people? Then it's time to do something different. Make plans to attend Urban Ski Weekend, hosted in February every year in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Yes, this is the same ski trip that was featured on Love and Hip Hop ATL. So shout out to Rashida, Carly Red, Sierra Gates, and the entire cast for attending. Yes, We got 15 celebrity parties and events. And over the last decade, we've had the R&B sensation Lord, Kiki White, Safari, Trina, just to name a few. And next year, you never know who might come through. Yes, it's free drinks at the bar all weekend. And we got events like live bands, comedy, wine tasting, poetry, and all nightly parties included. Payment plans are available. So hold up. I know you're probably saying, I can't ski, I don't do cold. That's all the more reason to attend. Now it's your turn to experience this. So all celebrations are welcome. Girls trip, B-Day celebration, fellas weekend, bachelor and bachelorette groups.
Welcome everybody to Travel Talk Tuesday. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are looking forward to having a great conversation for tonight. As you guys just saw, we were talking about Urban Ski Weekend. Urban Ski Weekend is one of the biggest events that happen on this side of the Mississippi. If you have not heard of this event, it is because, again, you are living under a rock or something like that. It has to be. We have every celebrity that you could think of that has attended this event, and next year will not be any different.
Found the perfect getaway for me and my girls. We'll be heading to a small little town called Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where it's an urban ski weekend, and they say it be lit, and we show it.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath, cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now can't answer a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. And straight up out the objects, I'm a big trip. If I got a pound, I'ma sip, sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through.
So again, Urban Ski Weekend, it is coming up and it's coming up fast. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you sign up for our packages now because, again, those packages are selling out. If you have not gone to our website lately, go to the website. You want to be in the know of what's going to happen sooner rather than later. Sign up for our newsletter. Our newsletter is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And the only thing you have to do, basically, it takes you less than 10 seconds to go in, sign up for the newsletter. And again, newsletters are flying again. They're flying all over the place. You don't want to miss out on any of these events. I'm telling you, it is going to be a great year for Urban Ski Weekend. Again, you don't want to miss out on any of these events. As many of you know, we just from New Orleans, solidifying all things Essence, as well as talking about our event that's coming up in December. But before we get to our event in December, again, one more time, if you have not gone to check out this event, February the 6th through the 9th, 2026, where our motto is the ski is optional, but the party is mandatory. Again, get your rest before you show up in Gatlinburg, because once you arrive, you're not going to get into sleep. We have events all weekend long. That's morning, noon, and night. And even after the night events, we have a midnight pool party in which people party all night long. So you don't want to sit around and try to figure this out. You want to have this figured out before you arrive. So again, if you have not had the opportunity to follow us, remember our handle on all forms of social media is YOLLO GSINC. Or again, YOLLO GSINC. That is our handle on all forms of social media. Make sure you're going, hitting that like button, hitting that the thumbs up button. Follow us on these various social media platforms. You will be so glad that you did. Another event that we have coming up before we go into the cruise, before we start talking about the Alumni Getaway Cruise, is an event that we do for St. Patrick's Day. It is a St. Patrick's Day theme. It is called our Shamrock Sea Escape. It is going out of New Orleans, going to Cozumel on the Carnival Valor. Remember, the Carnival Valor is a sister ship of the Liberty out of New Orleans. So in 2025 and 2025 for the HBCU Alumni Getaway Cruise. Then we're going to be right back in New Orleans in March for the Shamrock Sea Escape Cruise. That cruise actually features a cheers package for those who are wondering, because again, it's St. Patrick's Day. What do people do on St. Patrick's Day? They partake in the bubbly. And we make sure that the bubblies and the cheers go all week long. So make sure you go check out that package as well and that cruise. Again, what we're going to be touching on tonight is our Ambassador Cruise. A lot of good details. We have had a phenomenal response to putting that out there and trying to recruit these ambassadors. We've actually had to turn people away for the ambassador program because we have had such a high demand in those who have shown an interest. And again, you should start to see those ambassadors making their presence felt across the board here very soon. We are about finished with our first round of onboarding with our ambassadors. But again, we're going to talk about that here shortly. So another event that I want to continue to bring to you guys is the Cincinnati Music Festival. A lot of people were wondering, oh, okay, they Janet Jackson's not going to be there. But let me tell you something. I feel like LL Cool J and Tony Braxton are excellent complimentary performers who are going to bring out a lot of people. Especially with Tony Braxton right now being in the news a lot because her and Birdman apparently got married, and now Birdman saying she's trying to divorce him 2 weeks later or something like that and take half his stuff. I believe it's all a ploy just to stay in the news medium. But hey, who knows? Who knows what they got going on? But again, they are coming. Those two are going to be on the lineup for this year. But remember, the biggest event that we talk about all weekend is the Grown and Sophisticated Cruise. That's going to be happening that weekend on that Saturday. Look, you guys don't want to miss this event. It is a must attend event. If you've never attended before, it is one that you don't want to miss. If you missed last year or previous years, this is something that you have to look forward to.
All the way from Detroit, baby.
Chicago, baby.
That event is all it's cracked up to be, with a bag of chips with the dip. Some extra dip on the side. Our VIP tickets are sold out. They've been sold out for quite some time. All the early bird tickets have been sold out. They've been sold out for quite some time. But the general admission tickets are still available. Go to the website, check it out again. This is one of those events that you don't want to miss out on. It is going to be huge. It is our 10th anniversary. We're going to have a henna blue. That's why you see everything kind of with a henna blue. But it is an all-white event. For those who don't know, thank you, Beverly and Mays, that used to frequent the Cincinnati Music Festival before it was known as the Macy's Music Festival. Before that, it was known as the Cincinnati Jazz Festival. It has had a number of names over the years. However, it still delivers top-tier talent every year, and you just don't want to miss out on this event. We do not have any more hotel packages available, so go to the website. The only thing you can buy from us at this point are tickets to the cruise. But hey, there's still a lot of Airbnbs available. There's still the Verbos and all that other stuff. Last year we actually tried a Verbo thing, and it actually worked out in our favor. So, whether you get a hotel package through us or somebody else, or you decide to book a hotel, or whether you decide to get an Airbnb or whatever, you rent out the house, it is a good time. We get the question all the time, should I rent a car? It depends on what all you plan on doing over the course of the weekend. Depending on if you're staying at a hotel, a lot of the hotels have the trolleys which pick up right outside of the property, and they take you right over to the concert area. It just depends. We do a lot of moving around, so of course we can't afford to not have a car. But if you are somebody who's coming in just to come to the concerts, we never advocate anybody to take a sip and drive. You think you're gonna be drinking over the weekend? Uber, catch a cab. They have a lot of different shuttle services that run over the course of the weekend. Just find somebody else to drive, or have a DD for that weekend, or whatever it may be. But don't chance it. But it is, I'm telling you, you will not be surprised. I call this a baby essence and you know, and for a fraction of the cost. You know, our Essence packages, they're 4-digit packages per person. For Cincinnati Music Festival, they're definitely not they're not that expensive, but you get just as much concert, just as much talent, just as much bang for the buck as you would if you went to Essence. So I'm not trying to downplay Essence or anything like that, but Cincinnati is definitely a great option to Essence if you're looking for a music event that will give you some of that same energy. I actually like the energy of Cincinnati Music Festival better than Essence, but again, Essence is in New Orleans. It's Bourbon Street. It's going to be hot as fish grease. It's 4th of July weekend. The crowd is not as big as Cincinnati. So if you're somebody who likes to be in crowds, Essence is definitely a place for you. Essence also has that convention center, which you guys don't get me to rambling on that. How that convention center is absolutely amazing on what they offer in there. But again, for music festivals, pound for pound, Cincinnati definitely holds its own when you stack it up against an Essence type of event. So that's that on that. So go to the website. Again, go to the website, check it out. And see. Again, tonight we're going to be talking about our ambassador program. Be jumping to that in just a few moments. So make sure you're sharing the page right now and telling your people, hey, come on in. And check it out. They're gonna be talking about the ambassador program, an opportunity for you to make some extra cash for things that you guys already post things on your social media platforms. Here's a way for you to be paid while doing so as well. If you joined us last week, you know we had the incomparable Georgia Me on last week. The Tamika Fest is coming up next week, April the 28th through May 4th. You guys make sure you guys go and find her, follow her on her social media platforms, and try to if you have the opportunity, attend these events. I'm telling you, you will be better for it going to check out the Tamika Festival. If you missed Travel Talk Tuesday last week, make sure you go check it out. Here's some of the amazing things that she has going on. Hear how amazing this festival has been going. From the creation of this festival to where it is now. Her handle is on the screen right now. Make sure you guys screenshot that or whatever you need to do to go check out Georgia Me. I'm telling you, you will be better for it if you go check that out. So before we get too much further into it, make sure you guys are typing your location where you're tuning in from. We love to know where you guys are tuning in from to view us for Travel Talk Tuesday. All right, so as a lot of you know, the Alumni Getaway Cruise is we love it. I mean, at the end of the day, we shut the offices down for a week and we go and party with our customers for a week on these cruises. But before we dive into that, I want to also give an update on Daytopia. Daytopia has been rescheduled. It's going to be June 27th through July the 28th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. Friday night, we have a roll bounce skate party, which is going to be at 2211 Ultimate Play Zone. That's going to be from 9 p.m. until, that should be 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. We'll get that graphic fixed. And our high roller bowling party, that is going to be from noon until 4 on that Saturday. So go to the website. The website has been updated. Tickets are available. No, you cannot just buy a ticket for one event. You have to buy it for both. And if you buy it for both and you make it to both, that's great. If you don't, you missed out. No harm, no foul. But the tickets are available. You will not be disappointed in the money that you'll be spending on these two awesome events. And we're going to have a lot of surprises and cash prizes and different awards and different giveaways for this event. We'll probably give away Urban Ski Package like we do at Cincinnati. We had our guy, I cannot think his name, Lee. I can't think of nothing tonight. We had somebody who won the Urban Ski Package last year on our cruise for Cincinnati. They were able to come and participate and thoroughly enjoyed the event. And we'll probably do the same thing at Daytopia, give away a couple of packages for ski. May even give away some tickets or some discounts for the Alumni Getaway Cruise as well. So again, that event is June the 27th to the 28th. You guys have been asking us for it. But those are the new dates, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go have a good time, bowl, skate, give away some cash prizes at the bowling party. We have some free light finger foods that'll be provided for the duration of the event. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Giving away cash prizes to the high score, the low score. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Just trust me on it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that as well. All right, so let's jump into the Alumni Getaway Cruise and talk about because we keep getting questions every single week on this event. So it's on the Alumni Getaway page. If you go to the Alumni Getaway page, on YOLLO Group Services, as you can see, this is the page itself. Coming on down, we have 3 ports of call this year with 33 weeks out. Here's an overview of the event. If for those who are looking for a more flexible plan, which you have a little bit more than 90 days to pay it off, FlexPay is an option for you. It's a buy now, pay later option. You guys have heard of the Klarnas and Afterpays and things of that nature. Here's an option for you for that, and it is credit based. Just keep that in mind for FlexPay. This is our itinerary, but if you keep strolling down, you'll see where we have our page for the ambassador program right here, and you just click here to sign up. But here's the information on it. So if you went to the page, it tells you to share and refer and earn, which is these are things that you're already doing. You're always hitting the share button, sharing various events or just different things on your social media web platforms. So here's an opportunity for you to make money. It says earn while you share the HBCU alumni experience. You get paid $50 to $100 for each person who books, plus earn a $400 bonus if, like, you are the top earner at the end. So here's our rationale on why to become an ambassador. And basically it is to say HBCUs are the best thing since sliced bread. So help us promote this awesome event. Talking about sharing our pride for this cruise and earning commissions and things of that nature. If you sign up, there's a sign up form that you sign up to, basically tell us a little bit about yourself so that we can evaluate if you're a good fit for the program or not. Once you approve, we give you a referral code and some branding materials. And then from there, all you have to do is promote the event on your social media platforms, in which when a person registers for the event, 14 days later, it generates a referral for you. It is a commission tiered program, which means that, the more people you refer, the more you get paid. So let's go over our basic tiers here. So our neophyte tier, that is for the first 16 referrals, you get $50 per person. So let's just say that you had 3 groups. Those 3 groups, it was all of them had 2 people per room. Well, you're going to get $50 for each room, each cabin, or each package that they sign up for. So for that, you will get a $300 commission 2 weeks later when those people sign up. Let's say you run through your first 16 and you run into, and from 17 until 32, it's our Pro-Fight tier. And that tier, again, if you had 2 rooms in the first 2, let's just say in the first 2 rooms, it was 2. Those 2 rooms would generate you a $600 commission, because for every person that signs up, you get $75 per head. So those 8 people would generate you a $600 commission. Now understand that the commission, the cabins are based on availability. So once we don't have any more quad occupancy, cabins available, that inventory is controlled basically through Carnival. Once they run out of that inventory, they kind of let us know. We know at that point we can't sell any more quad occupancy. Then you will see on the website where quad occupancy is not available, and a person will have to sign up for triple. Triple is a little bit easier because they have more cabins that can accommodate 3 people, but those cabins are tight as well. You're going to basically get down to, if the longer you wait to sign up, you're going to be reduced to double occupancy cabins, in which you can only put 2 people in those cabins. So, but anyway, that's just a kind of a breakdown. But if you had 4 people signed up early on per 2, and you're up to 17 through 22, that's a $600 referral commission that you would get at $75 a head based on 8 people. All right, let's just say that you are one of those people who, you know, a lot of people who want to go a lot of places and they follow you to the end of the earth and they say, if you say we going, we gone. You'll run the yard tier. I run the yard tier for everybody over 33. You get $100 per head. So that's same. Let's just say again, you have 2 cabins, 4 people each. Again, in 2 weeks, you have generated an $800 referral that will be paid directly to you. Again, in that, with that being said, understand that there is paperwork that will have to be that is associated with. Oh my goodness, I was on the wrong page. I'm talking to y'all, and I was on the wrong page. Let me just count again. The neophyte tier, that's $50. I'm still not on the right page. What am I doing here? Hold on, people. I see what happened. Hold on, I messed up, y'all. Let me not do this one. Let me come back here. Got it. All right. So let me run through this again. You guys have already heard it, but again, you click on that commission tier there, and it goes through the neophyte tier. 0 through 16 is $50 per head. The pro fight tier is $75 per head. Again, based on 8 people in 2 cabins, that would be a $600 commission that you would earn if you had 2 cabins at 4 people each. And again, I'll run the yard tier. Everybody that you refer over 33 people, you will get a run the yard commission. That's $100 per head. And again, based on you having 2 cabins with 4 people in it, that's an $800 commission for you on that. Again, there is nothing that you have to do other than they put in your referral code. Once they put in your referral code, they register for the event. Those people our ambassadors who are accepted to the program, they have a platform on which they can sign in. They can track how many people have signed up under them. They can track how much commission they earn, and they also will see when that commission has been paid out. They also have a plethora of marketing information that is made available to them for them to be able to use at their leisure to promote the event. We do require paperwork, so this is not a fly-by-night situation. You are going to have to send in a copy of valid ID. You have to complete a W-9. At the top of 2026, you are going to receive a 1099 from us. So these, again, there are things that, this is a legit situation. Some of our ambassadors who have never worked with us, they're asking these questions, and it is good that they're asking these questions to understand, hey, this is not just a fly-by-night situation. This is a legit situation, which, we're not going to get in trouble for, just kind of handing out money and it's not being reported to the IRS. It is being reported to the IRS, and you going to have to basically give us the information just like you would if you were applying for any other job. So the top ambassador at the end of the program, depending on how many ambassadors we get, our base payout, bonus payout is going to be $400. That's going to be announced October the 1st, but that $400 bonus can increase based on the efficiency of our ambassadors. If those ambassadors are really, really cranking out a lot of referrals to us, that $400 bonus, in addition to the monies that you've already earned, that $400 bonus has the potential to grow bigger over time. So that is our ambassador program. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to send us an email. I wish our chat session situation was working tonight. It appears that the engineers still have not worked out that issue, but I think that it is a phenomenal program. It is an opportunity. And let me say this, in order for you to qualify for the bonus, you have to have at least 15 confirmed referrals. So, and that's pretty much it. Here's the sign up form for it. You put in your information. It's really, really quick, less than 5 minutes. You'll be signed up and ready to go. It's not, like I said, it's not a very long and intrusive form, but it is a form, that you're going to have to fill out and complete W-9s and all the other stuff like that in order for us to make sure that we're doing this the right way. because we do not want to get in front of IRS for any of this, okay? We have lasted this long, and we ain't trying to go out of business because we didn't, cross our T's and dot our I's when it comes to introducing this first of a kind for us to, have other people help us to promote. Most of our clients most of our events and most of the clients that we have are word of mouth. So for since 2010 and before then, our client base has always been word of mouth. We've told people about it, but most of our return customers are word of mouth. They tell their friends come, they have a good time, they tell their friends, and that has always worked for us. So, and we appreciate that because we don't spend a lot of money in marketing and different things of that nature. These are the things, the best advertisement are those who have been there, can tell people from a personal experience. Yes, I had a great time. I was at Urban Ski, I was at Urban Fiesta, I was at Daytopia, I was at the Cincinnati Music Festival, I was on the Grown and Sophisticated cruise, I was on the HBCU Alumni cruise. There, I went to Spring Fling. I went to these events with YOLLO, and we had an excellent time. So, and we appreciate that because people don't have to recommend their friends to us. So when we get that recommendation and say, hey, we were told, our friends traveled with you all last year, or like this year, we had people who hadn't traveled with us since 2016, 17, and they're coming back to us. Hey, we haven't been to Essence, or we haven't been to this event since, and you look in the system, you go, man, they haven't been. It's been a while. Hey, how you doing and stuff like that. NBA All-Star Weekend. We're so excited about NBA All-Star Weekend because, again, it's going back to Los Angeles. And you guys, any of you who are watching tonight were with us when we went, I think that was in 2018, the last time All-Star was hosted in Los Angeles. That is the year. Whenever Wakanda came out, the very first edition of Wakanda, we were able to rent out a private theater for our clients who attended the All-Star Weekend, and they got to see a private screening of it before it really hit the big screens across the country. We have some very special things planned for NBA All-Star in 2026. Again, since 2018, our All-Star packages have expanded. We have a more pricier package, which includes more of the NBA All-Star events. We also have a package which is more centered on the host city, so that people who are attending NBA All-Star Weekend enjoy the ambience of the host city and get to know more about it. In this case, Los Angeles. Who doesn't like LA? There's so many iconic things that you can do in LA. Again, in 2018, we took people out to to see the walk of stars, or whatever that is called. There's so many things to do in Los Angeles, and we plan on doing those, including more. Again, my first time when I went to in 2018 was my first time really kind of going to Los Angeles, kind of hanging out for an extended period of time. We took people to In-N-Out Burgers. In-N-Out Burgers were hosted one of the events, one of the celebrity events, and we get there, you go, man, the hell is this? In-N-Out Burger, I never heard of it, but it actually turned out to be good, and you hear people talking about it, but again, the world, as big as it is actually small. And in my opinion, In-N-Out Burgers reminds me of a fancy McDonald's. But at any rate, if you never had In-N-Out Burgers, you need to go check it out. But again, what we just talked about was our HBCU Ambassador Program. Go to the website, check it out. Again, the earning potential is unlimited. Again, these are things that you're doing already. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. Check out, what that program is all about. And again, your earning potential is huge. And hopefully on the HBCU cruise this year, we will be able to keep up with Angela Russ on the ship. She gets lost every year. She attends. She's another. Again, we talk about repeat customers and people who refer. She is a repeat customer of the HBCU Alumni Cruise, but we can never keep up with her. So we hope that we can keep up with Angela this year on the cruise. We said that we're gonna put an Apple tracking device on her so we keep up with her this year. She mad. She gonna be mad about this, but it's okay. It's okay. She'll be all right. And we hope to get some new clients as well on the HBCU Alumni Cruise. A lot of people ask us from time to time, do I have to have graduated from an HBCU? No, you don't have to have graduated. Do I have to have attended? No, you don't have to have attended. But if you love the ambience of HBCUs, the contributions that HBCUs have been making since their inception, I had a conversation with a gentleman earlier today, and he was talking about, we were talking about principles and facts. Principles and facts. And the fact of the matter, he said, well, the principle is that HBCUs exist based on principle. And I said, no, that's not a principle. The fact of the matter is that HBCUs exist because people that look like me and others were not allowed in the other universities. So they had to create schools that would accommodate us in our desire to learn on a higher scale, a higher level of thinking, and being able to do it like other people who wouldn't let us in. It's not that we didn't have the ability or anything like that, but they didn't allow us. And that's why HBCUs exist. And that's why they should be cherished. And that's why they also should be celebrated. And it's not that HBCUs exist only because of black people. Let me say that. Because there were plenty of other people outside of black people who contributed to establishing HBCUs. There were some who contributed to it who didn't think HBCUs would last. And they have lasted well over 100 years. But at the same time, like Alabama A&M is celebrating its 150th year of its existence. But at the same time, HBCUs have existed not only because of black people, but other people from all nationalities and races and whatever you want to describe it. So it's not just a black thing. So when you come on this cruise, you're going to see people. And in pictures, you will see people who are not black, who are at this event, who are having a time of their life. And when you're at HBCUs don't only accommodate black students. They accommodate everybody. They don't discriminate. As a matter of fact, during, in the current environment with DEI and let's not do this next, all this, that don't make no sense. Because when I was at Alabama A&M, which happens again to be the best HBCU on the planet, in the universe, there were white students who were getting minority scholarships. It was one guy who I was friends with, and he was in college locally at another university in Huntsville. And I told him, I said, hey, why are you paying for college? Well, you come over here to Alabama A&M, and this is going to sound weird to you. You could get a minority scholarship. He thought I was joking. He went and looked into it, inquired. He graduated from Alabama A&M and didn't know anybody anything because, again, he was a minority at Alabama A&M University. So based on current policies and things of that nature, they would say, well, don't do that because that's not fair and all this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, that's a whole bunch of hogwash. People want to go where they want to go, and there's an incentive for them to go. That incentive should be provided to them, regardless if they're black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian, blue, red, green, or whatever it is. And that is why I always get on here and I say you don't have to attend an HBCU in order to go and participate on the HBCU Alumni Cruise. Again, it's all about the celebration of HBCUs for their various contributions across all landscapes. And that doesn't just affect just the black community, but the mankind, regardless of where you come from or where your background is. So again, I'm not gonna get into that tonight. I may try to bring in some panelists so we can talk about that on a later Travel Talk Tuesday. But tonight we're not gonna talk about it. We are almost out of time. So if you guys have any questions, again, make sure you guys are sending us an email, letting us know about the ambassador program or any other of those travel packages that we have out there. Also, if you know any entrepreneurs, make sure you get them to send us an email so that we can talk to them and get them scheduled, because we would love nothing more than to tell everybody and introduce them to our YOLLO family. Again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Remember, if it's Tuesday, we are live right here on the various social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch. Let me see. Yeah, Twitch. I say it's Twitch. If it exists and it allows us to go live on it, we go live on it. We go Instagram. We go live on at least 8 channels every time we hit the go live button. So make sure you're following us, staying and keeping up with us. To just follow us. So last year's cruise, we went again. You guys know we traveled all the way out to California for the Alumni Getaway cruise. A great time, not a good time, but a great time was had by all. This is our Black Hollywood. If you go to the website and check it out, we have themed parties. As you can tell, this is our Black Hollywood party. we're going to run all of the events that we did in California. We running all of those events back, and we're going to be adding a few because for this year's cruise we have an additional day. So we're going to be running all of the events back. I'm going to go. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something here. Let me do something right quick before we go. Before we end this, I'm gonna go to our events for the week. So that's the Alumni Getaway Cruise. That's the wrong screen. Let me come here. That's the wrong screen. Blah, 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 blah. Nope, that's the wrong screen. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. And here is the screen I'm talking about. You want to know about, you can come, and if you guys are looking for our mixtapes, it's right here on our event page. But we need to update the dates. But anyway, we're gonna go in and update all this because in most cases we're going to run most of these events right back again. It was, when I tell you the participation for these events was huge. It was phenomenal. It was huge. Our welcome reception once we get on board. This is for you to be able to come pick up your wristbands and swag bags and other information. Again, our HBCU door decoration contest this year, the competition was fierce. We had two people that did a really, really good job. They put a lot into it. So we give away a cash prize for this, $200. We just split it down the middle for those people who, the first two, we have an HBCU, rep your HBCU. If you don't have an HBCU, pick one. Pick one. If you don't, or just represent your team, your city, or whatever like that. Our day at sea, we have workouts every morning for those who are worried about gaining weight. Because I know I'm going to gain some weight when I go on the cruise. That's okay, though. I'm going to do that. I'm telling you. We have our slot pool, which is hosted by Poor Crazy Bartender. They go in there and they gamble. And last year, the machines on the Carnival Firenze, they sucked. I mean, they sucked. They sucked for the slot pool. There were some people who attended the cruise, and they won good. And they got good casino offers, while others like myself, my casino offers suck. They terrible. At any rate, we have our duck hunt, in which you get 1 of 25 for our drink coupon. Nobody found our hidden duck this year for the free cruise, but we did give away, I'll tell y'all in a minute, our line dance class. You guys, we were featuring where them fans at on our cruise before it got big. So our line dance classes are huge. People learn a lot, and they come off of this cruise better for it. Our Touch of Italy, which was last year because the boat that we were on was an Italian-themed boat. This year, because we're going to be going out of New Orleans, you know it's going to be a Mardi Gras thing, but we have our fun and sexy party. But we kind of go in and take over the onboard club. This was talking about our when we went to Cabo San Lucas. But again, all of these things are going to be updated here shortly because we just decided we're going to run all of these events back. But again, this is just to give you guys an idea. Our 4th annual Boots and Dukes, we introduced this event 4 years ago. It has been such a huge addition, so popular that we are running it back every year. This is our 4th year that we're going to do this. Next year, we got to figure out whether it's going to. Last year, we ran a belt buckle edition. I'm not sure what our feature is going to be for this year, but we're going to figure it out. But do know that we're going to have Boots and Duke party. That's going to happen. Again, every morning we have some workouts. And then we're going to have something that we introduced this year, which I was YOLLO and Chill at Sea. If you remember during COVID, we had our YOLLO and Chill for, when everybody was stuck in the house. So we brought DJ Dre Smooth in. We were DJing from basements. We were DJing from everywhere. But we wanted to bring and stay connected with our clients, so we were DJing every Monday for a little bit. When the lockdown was really, really tight. And then we went to every first Monday. And we have some people who always say, why don't you bring it back? Well, what we do is every June, so y'all need to stay tuned. Every June, we do the annual YOLO and Chill. We bring in Dre Smooth. We bring in one of our DJs. And we go live and we give away prizes. And we enjoy, if you guys remember YOLO and Chill, we enjoy some adult beverages while we're doing that. But last year, we introduced YOLO and Chill at Sea. And this is where we gave away a lot of gift cards. We gave away prizes. And 2 people won half off to come back to the HBCU Alumni Getaway Cruise. And luckily, now let me tell y'all something. Angela Rose, she misses a lot of the events every year. I talk about it every year. But last year she figured out she would roll up into YOLLO and Chill at Sea, and she actually won. She was one of our winners for the door decoration contest, and she won. And again, this is totally random. She won a half off for the HBCU cruise coming back this year. So the prices that you see on the website, she only had to pay half of that. So she benefited from showing up. So maybe her winning will make her come to the events, going forward. But we'll see. Angela, if you're out there, we hope that you're going to continue the good work. I don't know if anybody is paying attention, but, our Black Hollywood party was a huge success. As you guys saw, I imitated this guy right here. And again, everybody who participated in that event, they did a phenomenal job bringing out those characters from those Black Hollywood dresses, your favorite Black TV or movie characters. So these are events that we're going to run back again. So don't be sleeping on us. Just understand we're going to run it back again. This year we're going to have 3 ports of call. Our group excursion is going to be in Belize this year. Belize has been a target for us to take for probably the last 5 years. I think we were going to go the year of COVID, and of course they cancel cruises and everything. So it's taking us this long to get back. The duck hunt happy hours where you redeem when you find the duck, you bring the coupon to us, and we basically we enjoy some cocktails, and we're at the Alchemy bar, which makes special cocktails. So you're not drinking we're not at the bar, shooting Patron and Añejo or shots of Hennessy and things like that. We are drinking these cultured cocktails. We hold our pinky finger. Well, some of y'all hold your pinky finger. I still drink it regular. But anyway, we're drinking these cultured cocktails during the happy hour at the Alchemy bar. And again, we always tell people to book again, this, that, and the other. And again, you're gonna have a good time. You don't have a choice but to have a good time during this event. So that's a quick rundown. The events are going to be updated here within the next 2 weeks, and you'll see the events and the dates updated. Showing the ports of call. This year we're going to do a better job of letting everybody know we're doing that now by communicating it not only with you all, but as people sign up, letting them know that our group excursion is going to be in Belize this year. So it's going to be a good time. Let's see if we have any questions. I think we have. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, eyeballs from Black Hammer. Yeah, we talking about you. That's right. So again, I thank you guys again for tuning in tonight. We are out of our time. Make sure you guys are hitting that share button and telling everybody about us. We would really, really appreciate it. Make sure you are following us on these social media platforms. Again, if it exists, TikTok and all that stuff. Our social media handle is the same across all of those spectrums, all those platforms. YOLLO GSINC. If you get confused, just think about YOLLO Group Services Incorporated. So again, thank you guys again for tuning in with us again. Every Tuesday, we're live right here talking about traveling more. If you're one of our favorite clients, your name will get tossed out there. We are still looking for our entrepreneur. We're still looking for Tisha Braids to make her appearance. Come on and show us. Tell us about her business. She's been promising to come on for well over a year. Y'all see Tisha, tell her that we talked about her live tonight as well. She need to come on here and tell everybody about her business. But again, thank you guys again for repeatedly signing in every week after week, listening to us ramble. Again, if you did not see Georgia Me last week, you need to go back and watch that. That was a great interview, and she put out some great information. So make sure you guys are tuning in, and yeah, make sure you guys are tuning in. Thank you guys again for tuning in again to Travel Talk Tuesday. Remember, if it is Tuesday at 8 p.m., we are talking traveling more right here on Travel Talk Tuesday. Until we see you again next week, I hope your home has more love, more peace, and more joy. And you never know where we're going to go live from. Last week, we went live from New Orleans, bringing in Georgia Me. Remember, May the 6th, the first Tuesday in May, We're going to have our cruise business development manager, Maria Cobb. She's going to be our special guest, talking to us about the Carnival Liberty, which we're going to be on in December. And that dry dock, remember, it's going through dry dock. So when we get on this boat in December, it's going to be just about brand new. They're going to go through, upgrade and refurbish a whole lot of stuff. We did a tour of it in March. And a lot of things of the pictures that we have, which you guys are going to start seeing here shortly, a lot of those pictures of what we saw, that boat is going to look a lot different. Several upgrades are coming to that boat. Both the Valor and the Liberty are both going into dry dock after this. Let me see. After this month, I think both of them at the end of April. Both of them are going into dry dock from May until April, May, June, something like that. They're going to go into dry dock, and then when they come back, we're basically going to be on a brand new ship. So that's how we like it. But again, thank you guys again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. I hope your home has more love, more peace, and more joy. Remember, it's Tuesday. We're talking traveling more. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. And we're going to close out, as we always do, with our mix from DJ Dre Smooth and DJ Dirty Vegas.
We got other events, y'all. Not just Urban Ski and NBA All-Star Weekend. We got Cincinnati Music Fest. We got the Shamrock Cruise. We got Essence Festival. We got Magic City Classic. And a whole slew of other events. So, look, make sure you go into their website, checking it out, sign up for the newsletter. Follow us on social media. Just type in YOLLO. I promise you'll find it, because nobody spell YOLO like that, you know? So, look, enough of this. I got DJ Dirty Vegas coming up next. Then after that, I got my boy, the one and only Mr. Because I Felt Like It's going to take it home for us. So, all right, Dirty Vegas, take it on to another level, baby.
This is Go YOLO Radio, going ham worldwide.
DJ Dirty Vegas. Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big GLONAGLE. 50,000 new Chanel shopping spree, and every time I pop out, you know I ATE. I'm that bitch hoe, get like me. Know it's YWR, big CMG. Wipe me down. Small niggas, tall niggas, long paper, no small figures. Beat the bitches all pretty, and we y'all learn booty shorts. Cause my paper long. It's a Friday night. My nigga ain't at home. I pull my bitch shots, cause I don't drink alone. I'm outside again, cause bitch I hate it home. It's giving her face, ass, titty, yeah, her face, ass, titty, it's giving her face, ass, titty, yeah, her face, ass, titty, yeah. SEXYYRED. Play with me, I put a pothole in your teeth. I'm with my peoples and we coming 50 deep. You ain't know I was a hitter, cause I'm always looking fleet. Cash out, new bar, AMG, outside, bubble gum with some bloody red seat. I like ratchet bitches twerking to the beat. If you heard this song playing, shake that ass or blow at me. I'm wearing booty shorts, cause my paper long. It's a Friday night, my nigga ain't at home. I pull my bitch shots, cause I don't drink alone. I'm outside again, cause bitch I hate it home. It's giving her